and I'm back with another Good Morning Drive. It is episode 12. Is it episode 12 or is it episode 13? Whatever is the case, it's a new drive, a new day, a new beautiful, sunny, hot. It's going to be a hot one in New Jersey. All my New Jerseyans, what up? Good morning to everyone out there. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I hope you have a productive day. And most importantly, enjoy it. Enjoy this weather. When the summer when summer hit, the sun comes out, everything come out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we got a interesting show for you today. The Boston Celtics win last night. They get another NBA championship. Kudos to them. I've heard some rather encouraging news about Madden 25, but when have we haven't heard encouraging news about Madden 25? What else we got? And we got a Nintendo Direct that's going to happen within minutes, within like 49 minutes. There's a new Nintendo Direct, and I know a lot of you guys probably aren't huge Nintendo fans like I am, but your boy is a major Nintendo fan. I do primarily play Xbox games though. I got my son on the Switch, so trying to pry that from his hands is like impossible. But yeah, so yep, we got a new Nintendo Direct that's gonna happen. Matter of fact, let's just talk about that real quick. The Nintendo Direct. Normally, the great thing about Nintendo Directs is you'll have some shadow drops, meaning they will drop a game during or right after that direct, and most of the time it's a pretty damn good game. So we might get some shadow drops today. Also, Nintendo likes to showcase games that are like only 4 to 5 months out, meaning you see something dope, guess what, you don't have to wait too long until it comes out. Unlike that Xbox Direct, oh my goodness, it was amazing. It was a really good Direct, but it was like no release dates for that Direct. And on top of that, if it was a release date, it was like next year. It was 2025 or even 2026. So that's what we got with the Xbox Direct. But the Nintendo Directs, you're going to see a lot of games. And a lot of games are going to drop around September, November, and or the holiday season. So we're going to definitely have that. We might get to see Metroid Prime 4. Metroid Prime 4 has been in development. Matter of fact, I got to say Metroid Prime 4 was in development hell. They started development with one company, and they didn't like what they saw, or whatever they were building just wasn't looking good. They restarted that whole development cycle. They might have done that twice with Metroid Prime 4. So I'm really looking forward to see if they're going to show Metroid Prime 4. I mean, they've shown teaser trailers with just the logo for so many years ago. That was like 3 or 4 years ago, and that was 2 years prior to when they announced that they're working on the game, and they switched over development company. I think it was Namco that was working on it at first, and then they switched it back to the rightful developers, Retro Studios. They're the company that has been making the Metroid Prime games. So this is the fourth one. We'll see how it goes. You guys just got here. Good morning. Good morning. This is episode 12. We got an interesting show. Again, let me just go down that recap. Recap of what I'm going to talk about. We're going to talk about the Boston Celtics winning their championship and why Luka probably will never win a championship. Madden 25, more details have come out, or I've heard them, and is it going to be good this year? And we're just finishing up on that Nintendo Direct that's going to start in about 45 minutes, and I can't wait to see that. I hope I'm not too busy at work. I'm lucky. I have a job where it's very flexible, and I can view whatever I want while I'm working. Not whatever. It got to be safe for the office. But but yeah, I'll have something in the background while I'm designing or editing or doing whatever I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So let's hope today is a saucy Nintendo Direct, because it's not like Nintendo always gets outdone when it comes to these summer directs. They always show the other two companies how do you do a presentation, how you do directs. Matter of fact, that's why Nintendo was the first company to start with these directs, with these internet streamed live events that is primarily focused on games. That Xbox showcase was a lot like a Nintendo Direct. They just kept hitting you with games, hitting you with games. So I'm hoping that's what the Nintendo Direct is going to do. I hope they outdo Microsoft, but that's going to be really hard, because that Microsoft Direct was amazing. It was really damn good. The only thing that would make them change that, or that would make Nintendo's showcase better, is if all the games that they show are hard hitting, and they come out like before the holiday season or during the holiday season. That would be fire. That would be fire. Maybe why do I feel like we're gonna get a 3D Donkey Kong reveal? Why do I feel that? Maybe because he was in the movie. They've been kind of hinting at a new Donkey Kong game. I don't know, but I'm like, yo, I think we might get a reveal of a Donkey Kong game, a 3D Donkey Kong game, like the 3D Donkey Kong games of the past. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So let's talk NBA, right? Damn. I barely watched the game because I just saw the score. And out of the out of the 5 games, Dallas got manhandled. What the hell? This guy's going crazy. Anyway, yeah. So the NBA Finals, all these games, yeah. The Dallas Mavericks got manhandled. They lost by 20. Every time when they lost, didn't they lose by like 20 something points or whatever? Kit the Cat, what's going on? Good morning. I hope you have a great day. I hope you are going to enjoy your Tuesday. Hope you're looking forward to this Nintendo Direct. And why don't I have any views is a great question. You tell everyone, you share my video, you like, you subscribe, and give me all those views. That's what we're gonna do. Hey, you know, it fluctuates. I get some views, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm not a influencer, if you will. I'm not a I don't get sponsored. So, you know, it's all good. I'm pulling my channel out of the mud. I'm building it all on my own, you know, no help, no any of that. So that's why I don't get a whole bunch of views. And, you know, that's a fair question. But yeah, so Dallas Mavericks gotten blown out most of the time. Every time they won, they had that one good game, and that was about it. And I just think that the morale of that team is low for a championship caliber team. And I think it all relies on Luka. Luka Doncic is a hell of a player, but he's not a player. And I'm going to explain that. He reminds me so much of James Harden. But he shows up during the playoffs. I give him that. But his the way that he handles himself reminds me a lot of James Harden, minus the ball distribution, minus passing the ball to a wide open teammate, the drive and kick, the pick and roll and kick. He's a threat, but he's not really a threat, because you only got to worry about him. You don't got to worry about any of the teammates so much. I think James Harden at his peak, he was like averaging damn near 9 assists. You know, you add that up, that's a lot of points. And Kit Kat, thank you. Kit the Cat, thank you. I hope I get more views too. I really appreciate it. But again, make sure you like the channel or like the video and share the video. And I really appreciate your kind words, and I hope you have a great, great, great day. But yeah, so I just think that if Luka never changes the way that he plays the game, offense and defense, because his defense is in the closet. That boy ain't got no defense. He's a super liability, and that's the problem, right? So I just mentioned ball distribution, getting your teammates better, right? They He's not the point guard. He's the shooting guard. So you have to get a point guard out there, shooting guard, small forward, whatever. But he plays a lot like a shooting guard. But you have to get a point guard out there that's going to make other people get better buckets, easier buckets. So that's why they got Kyrie, because he could score and he could pass the ball. Well, the problem with that is now you have two players that are a liability on the court, a liability on defense. And Kyrie is a okay, adequate defender, but he's not a defensive stopper. And the Celtics took full advantage of that. That's why you saw a lot of the times you'll have Kyrie on the court, but you won't have Luka on the court, because you can't have two players that are defensive liabilities. You could really beat up on a team like that. Kurt, what's going on, man? Good morning to you. Madden 25 good. They better do something this year, or the NFL is going to be out early. Well, I think the NFL is there to stay with EA. I don't think they're ever going to stop with their licensing with EA. But I will say this, though. From what I've seen and read and heard about Madden 25, it does seem as though they are trying to be more NFL-like, and that's really interesting coming in to the 2025 year, the 2025-24 season, and what's going to happen at the end of 2025 season or the 2026 season. So we will see what actually happens when it comes to this NFL licensing, because I have my hunches and I have my gut feeling, and I don't think we're going to get that exclusive licensing anymore. I think they're going to open up that licensing, and EA is preparing for that. They're doing everything that they can to make their game really good and playable, and it's really interesting that they fix certain things. But yeah, I digress from that. If Luka, back to the NBA, if Luka actually, hold on, Kerr, I'll be right there with you. I see your comment. I see both of y'all comments. Sage Infinite, what up, dude? Good morning to you. Good morning to you too, Kurt. I feel as though Dallas Mavericks will never win if Luka doesn't become a defender and a distributor. That he has to learn how to pass the ball. He has to learn how to create havoc, not just on himself, with himself, but he has to make the defense worry about his teammates, and he just don't do that. He's never going to win a championship unless they somehow match him with the illest of teammates. You know, they almost did it. They went to the NBA Finals, right? But I just don't think that they're gonna. I really don't think that they're gonna get this far next year with this same team, or with Luka being the player that he is. And then he argues so many calls. It's so bad that he might get technicals. He think he get fouled, or he commits a stupid foul, argues the call with the ref, disregards his teammates. Holy snikes. Damn car went over the guardrail, and they have to pick it up within. Damn, now that's an accident. I should have showed y'all, but I'm a responsible driver. That was crazy. That was a crazy accident. I hope they're not having a good Tuesday. I hope they have a much better week. Jeez, I hope they okay. For real, no jokes aside. You know what I mean? All jokes aside, you know what I mean? I hope they are all right. That was a crazy accident. I had an accident like that when I was a kid. On this same highway. What's up with this highway? People drive crazy on this highway, by the way. Anyway, that's a story for another day. Let me get into these comments and drive really slow. So Sage Infinite has played the beta. Bro, share that beta. How'd you get the beta? Let me know how you got that beta, Sage. Yeah. Because you got to know a guy, then they send you the beta or something like that. You know, it's different this year, I think. How you get the beta, I don't know. But Kurt Ford is like, nah, I think the NFL gonna be out early. Madden almost 40 years old. EA wants to be done with Madden or have to take time to rebuild. I can't agree with that. I think you mean the Madden name, or you're talking about the NFL license? Because even though EA spends a pretty penny on this exclusive licensing, which I don't think the licensing is going to change, like the licensing fees and all that shit, I don't think it's going to change the amount, even though it's going to go open. I think if it ever goes open, I should say, where any company could just get the license, I don't think that the license is going to get any cheaper. And plus, EA has been saying for so many years, which I can't believe it, that anybody could get the license. Rex Dixon said that you get the license, get your money up, whatever he said to Hip Hop Gamer. So I don't know if that's the case, that it's even exclusive anymore. But I will say this, EA spends a lot of money on that NFL license, but they make all that money back. Trust me. They make all that money back with MUT. They make all that money back with the sales of Madden. Madden is still top 3 American games sold till this day. Every year. They make their money. Also, Kurt is saying EA's football games is going to struggle until they switch to a different game engine. Can't make a good football game with no physics. And here's the thing about that, Kurt. All right, the last thing, physics-based simulation doesn't pass the eye test. Doesn't pass the eye test. But no, listen. Madden 25 this year is going to have a lot more physics in their tackling. And from what I'm hearing, it looks very realistic this year. And of course, I have not seen this yet. And these influencers, they always say the same shit every goddamn year. So who knows if that's the case? Who knows if what they're saying is factual, it's true, it's based on a non-biased opinion, an objective opinion. Who knows? It just seems as though these guys really love their EA access, and I don't blame them. That's how they get so much money, and they're sponsored by EA or someone, because I know for a fact it's so hard to get a ton of views on YouTube without being influenced or backed by a big entity. These guys, they want to keep that momentum every year when Madden comes out, and get like 20s of tens of thousands of views on every video that they drop about Madden. So I don't think that they're going to be too honest, but at the same time, what I've seen, it does seem like EA has changed some things and things are better. But I say that with a preface, right? I don't think Madden is going to change its core gameplay. Its core gameplay sells millions and millions of copies, and it has not changed. For the longest time, it has not changed. So why would you try to fix a broken record that's not broken? If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? So, especially when it comes to sports games that come out every year, it's just like Call of Duty. They've changed that core gameplay once, and I think they regret doing it. With Madden, they have not changed that core gameplay in I don't know how many years. Yeah, the engine is different. I'm going to touch on that in a second. Yeah, the engine is different, but the core gameplay has always been the same. Always the secondary has been rotten. The secondary has been atrocious every single year. And this year is going to be no different because from what I've read and heard, they added 700 new catch animations. And finally, Madden 25 has the fade route animations. Finally, Madden 25 has back shoulder catch animations. Finally, after all these years, they have those elements in place, and they actually designed it within the game. So we'll see what that looks like, because I don't think they've shown that yet. And I'll do my research and see if I can find anything. But I haven't seen anything yet. But we got these influencers talking about it. They have the new boomstick. boomstick. They have the new boomstick software, or real-time physics, or physics-based animations, whatever the case is. And from what I hear, it looks really good. It looks exceptionally good. And that's what Sage Infinite is saying, that there are some nice catches this year. And I want to see these nice catches. I want to see how well they sync up. And I want to make sure that they actually make sense. Because Kurt did say something very truthful. Madden is a 40-year-old game. That's 40 years of programming. That's 40 years of experience. They should have had everything that's going to be in Madden 25 this year should have been in Madden, I don't know, 20 maybe. But yeah, so Sage also says he softened he softened in his old age, and he just wants to play a game and enjoy it, which is perfectly fine. I don't think I'm as harsh on Madden as I used to be, but then again, Madden actually has gotten better throughout the years. There's no doubt about that. It's still the same old crap Madden, but it has gotten better. Also, Sage says it's still Madden, but if you didn't mind 24, you'll like 25. So that was my problem with 24, right? I had one good game, and I enjoyed it. I was ready to make a video. I was like, yo, Madden finally turned it around. But then I played the second game, and I noticed the BS. I'm like, y'all can't be doing this to me again. It's just like Call of Duty. And X Defiant is reminding me of it, right? If I have an issue that I don't like, and it's a small issue that I don't like, 1 year, and the next year that issue is still there, then the next year that issue is still there, then the next year, then the next year, then the next year, those issues are still there, that wanes on me. And I'm like, yo, I just can't play it anymore. And I played so much Madden that at the moment that I see those issues that still persist, I'm like, yo, I'm done with Madden. And from where I'm at, they've been adding issues with the game, but I don't think it has much to do with the engine, as the consensus seemed to have of what people really think. The popular opinion is it's the engine. It's not the engine. It's how EA budgets for their game. It's the amount of time that they allow developers to work on their game, and it's the amount of production budgeting that EA puts into their game. What I mean by that is they if there's an issue with the game, and a lot of companies do this, they'll fix it in day one patch. If there's an issue with last year's game, they're not bringing the fix over to this year's game. Guarantee you they're gonna patch zones again. Every year they come out with a damn patch of the zones, because the zones don't act properly, and then they gotta patch it like 3 or 4 months after the game is released, stuff like that. Sage also says, I've been rocking with you since the Sim Standard movement, bro, and I appreciate the long support. That's hella important to me, and thank you. I wish I could give you like a membership. Maybe I'm gonna start handing out wrenches to mods. I'm gonna start making some mods for my live streams and stuff like that, so you guys get little special perks too, especially for the guys that been here for mad long. I got to give something back to you guys besides just the content. I'm telling you, it looks next gen this year. Graphically, it really looks good in my opinion. I agree with some of the screenshots that I've seen. Yeah, if the gameplay or even the cutscenes match those animations or those screenshots that I saw, I'm like, yeah, okay, that looks next gen. So I agree with you. I agree with you right there. Kurt also says putting Madden in performance mode makes the game play a lot better. It's unreal, honestly. Okay, I didn't even know Madden 24 had a performance mode. But yeah, I'll definitely check that out. But Madden 25 should have that as well. I wonder, hey Sage, if you're still with me, did they bring back what is that, the way you pass? It's like maximum passing in 2K, that pro pass, skill based passing, I think it's called, or pro pass, or whatever the case is, where you can throw the ball as far as you want, like way out of the reach of the wide receiver, where you have a lot more options the way you throw the ball. Let me know if that's back in the game. Sage says the pre-play animations really add immersion. Everyone lines up differently. Oh, that's interesting. That's real interesting. Okay. That you know what? That's another thing I wanted to say too about Madden 25 is I've heard that it's more of the NFL presentation, and that they're adding in player specific mannerisms within the cutscenes and within the game. I think that's amazing. I think that's good. That's something that Visual Concepts would do. That's why I like Visual Concepts so much, because they have a passion for the details, and it's almost like they want to honor the simulation that they're creating and the sport that they're replicating. So that's why when it comes to like stuff like pro play or free throws, the different dribble styles, the different jump shots that NBA 2K has had throughout the years, I always admired stuff like that, because they're trying to replicate the people, the human beings that they are trying to mimic in an honorable way. In Madden, EA don't do that. They don't ever try to do that until now, which is really interesting. So, and that's why I think they know that NFL license is going to open up sooner or later. So they got to be prepared for Visual Concepts and the way that they make their games. I heard EA hired some ex NFL 2K and All Pro Football developers. I heard that, and normally when that happens, competition is right around the corner. So let's hope that's the case. Let's hope competition is right around the corner, and that's what I think is going to happen. I think competition is coming. You know, I might have to park on the roof today. I came in hella late, as usual. God dang. But they love me. Okay. Yeah, let me I'm gonna catch up on y'all comments in a second. I'm gonna catch up on the comments in a second. Let me just park right quick. Damn, I gotta go on the roof. I ain't going on the roof. It's too hot today. It's gonna be too hot. My stomach is still feeling odd. God dang. I was messed up on Saturday night. But anyway, pre-play animations. Yeah, the passing system is still there. That's good to know. Thank you for sharing that, Sage. They have signature running animations. That's super interesting. Signature running animations, I've been wanting that since the old Madden 25. I've been wanting that since All Pro Football. So if they have signature running animations, normally what they've done, they'll have running styles. They'll have like 3 or 4 running styles, or just 3. They'll have a balanced running back, small running back, and a big bruising running back running style. But if you're saying that they have signature running animations, that's amazing to go along with. I think they revamped how you do jukes, or the way you do jukes and spin moves. I think they revamped all of that too. I heard that it's way different now. It's more user based and ratings based, which it always should have been. So if Madden 25 is delivering that, you would think that would change the base game. But the problem with the base game, it really depends. It doesn't depend so much on your personnel. It depends on the playbook and the plays that you pick. They purposely put in exploit plays, money plays, as they always call them, money plays, and you got to come up with a money defense to stop it. Even though if you know football or know where the ball is going, and if you got a good defense, you're not going to stop it in capable hands. You got to have a money defense or user. You have to user, and I think usering is very important. I think every good player should be able to user if you're a good player, and if you could user, that should definitely help out your defense, but it shouldn't be the only thing, because you can only be one area of the field at once. You can't control two players, right? So you got to be, I should be able to strategize to work around that as well. McCaffrey runs different. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Sage saying it's still janky in spots, but the animations are so much better. And I've always shitted on Madden in motion. That's the, man, listen. Us sim gamers, that's what we do. We know the games that EA plays. EA football games or sports games always look great on screenshots. Always looks good and when it's not moving. But once it starts moving, that's when the BS comes out. Oh, wow. So you're saying McCaffrey and someone like Pachenko, I think I'm saying his name wrong, from the Chiefs, that running back from the Chiefs, that they run differently, and he actually stands out the way he runs. Yeah, because he's not like a major big back, but he plays with a lot of veracity, right? Or he runs the ball with a lot of power. So that's interesting. Now I want to see this. You gave me hype, Sage. Don't steer me in the wrong direction, bro. Don't steer me in the wrong direction. But yeah, I think that this year Madden 25 might be somewhat legit, because last year they almost had it. It was just that they still had that BS. They gotta do away with that. They gotta do away. You can't have my best players playing like brain dead idiots. Have them, like my offensive line, have them freaking block badly. Don't even try to block. Be like this as the defender runs on the outside of them or wherever. They don't even try to block people. They gotta stop doing stuff like that. And if that's still in the game, that's gonna really hinder my experience. I really hate stuff like that. I really hate having my my best players on my offensive or defensive line, it doesn't matter, or linebackers that just stand there, wait to get blocked. I hope that's not the case. I really hope that's not the case. Yeah, and Sage is saying it too. Madden is still Madden, but it's not as horrible. It's not as hard. We're gonna end it like that until we get more information. I gotta go up into this office, catch that Nintendo Direct, you heard. But yeah, thank you for coming through. Secondary is sharp, a lot of knockdowns. That's cool. What I need to see is how the secondary moves. It gotta move right. They finally gotta get the movement right of DBs. How many years has it been and they don't got the right movement of DBs? I just showed in college football 25 where damn DB breaks to the inside, but he was able to get an interception to the outside. That was crazy. But yeah, I appreciate you too, Sage. I hope you have a wonderful morning. I didn't say this at all, but if you're in the video, please like the video, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell on all. I got all types of content. I'm dropping 2 videos today, a short, which is a clip of main video that I'm dropping today. And if you are a member, you would have already gotten these videos. You would have already seen them. Only $2.99 a month. I will be adding more perks to that low tier, $2.99 a month. But yeah, I appreciate all the support. It's your boy Gedden. Hope everybody has a great morning. Continue that momentum. Stay blessed. That's all I got. So I'm out of here. Peace.